guests and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon.
Morning drive time.
Oh, morning. I'm sorry.
Breakfast at the cafe. Did you miss the memo?
I missed the memo and I swallowed the bagel.
Did it go down nice and slow?
It went down rough, baby. It's a rough morning. But you know what I love about the morning? People are actually on their car radios listening to the madman of the airways.
They should really have listened to you before we go on to showtime, is all I can say.
I don't understand. You know, when you talk the truth, you shouldn't feel like...
Yeah, but you offend people sometimes.
I offend people all the time. I'm an offensive person.
But it's just not nice. It's so not politically
correct. When does offensive become nice?
Yeah, you caught yourself on that one.
First of all, I was being honest. It wasn't being offensive.
Yeah, but what if you offended one of our producers?
No, that's my boy. He don't get offended.
He's like, yeah, maybe. He's looking at you. He's like, right, Freddie,
and if he gets offended, tell him to take a pill and swallow it. I mean, what can I tell you?
He's like, yeah, we got to get him.
Cool.
We got to get him a mic. But you could be so offensive if you didn't even try.
I was not offensive.
What do I always tell you? You're equally offensive on every level.
Equally. Do you know how hard it is to be equally offensive? I like to be equally offensive.
And you are. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, too.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. I am very happy. I got a couple of stories I want to share with you.
We got some big news, though. We are officially official in the city and county of Palm Beach County and Boca Raton.
That's right. The fire department and the building department came, and they are fans of the show.
Yep.
Doesn't mean they wouldn't slap you with a fine, but...
Well, they're fans. They watch, but they are officially, they've been here. We're officially approved.
It's all official.
Now we're officially here.
We're actually here. Did you know that?
Abby Normal, and we are actually here.
Abby Normal was a good friend of mine.
It was a good Tuesday, right? Everything got...
It was very nice, and then we went to the county.
Big news.
Now, it's funny. When you go to pay for your county business license, you have to go to the motor vehicle.
Yes.
And at the motor vehicle, it is a coronavirus test tube. They have more people in that place. It looks like a freaking meat market in there. So they walk around with cans of Lysol.
You make this
up? No, it was right behind me. Her name is Lulu. They have Lulu on the can, and she was spraying the Lysol all over the place. So people were walking and shh and shh and shh. I said, "Wow, look at that!" I was shocked.
We got there. The place was packed. We were in and out, though. They said 25 minutes, 6 minutes. You made a friend. I made a friend. We met the sheriff. It was a whole big party there.
We met
Adwin,
who apparently is the class comic at the motor vehicle. So this is what we're going to do. If you have to go to the motor vehicle for anything, your license or anything, ask for
Adwin.
And tell him the Brooklyn Cafe sent you, and he'll tell you a joke or sing a song. He may even get dressed up because he does
a couple of dress-ups. He does. Oh, he's right.
He's right? What would he be, Dawn? What would he be?
Yes. That too.
He dresses up like a woman.
Yes.
Yes. You see how she becomes very, I don't want to say it, Freddie. You can say it. It's okay.
I leave that to you.
What do you call a person that does that?
A cross-dresser.
He's a cross-dresser, inside and out. And he does it as a comedy thing. It's like a side gig for him. But Adwin, if you go to the motor vehicle here in Del Rey, because it's not Boca.
Correct.
Ask for Adwin, and you tell him, listen, the Brooklyn Cafe sent me, and they want to know if you will sing a song while you wait.
But how nice were they? Apparently there was a 5-hour wait there yesterday until we got there.
You got to get there at 4:30.
4:30 in the afternoon as they're closing. Tell them that Dawn and Freddie sent you, and you're going to meet a lot of people. We were there. The place emptied out.
We even know the sheriff that was there. And he said, if you're going to go get your license, which is another news we're going to share, if you're going to get a star on your license, if you don't have a star on your license in the right-hand corner, and they're all one color. He's such a joke. He made me think that I had a gold star. They're all gold. It's a gold star. If you don't have a gold star on your license, you will not be able to use it as a form of ID. not to travel or anything else.
It's called a real ID. And you kept saying that the gold stars that we had on our license were not the right gold stars. So that
No, I
about
kept saying I didn't have one.
Well, then you told me mine was wrong, and that about put the sheriff over the edge because he started laughing. He said, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as you have a gold star on the top right-hand side of your driver's license. If it was issued yesterday, a couple years ago, whatever it is,
First
as long
of all,
as you've
I
got the
never
gold
seen
star,
your license.
then you're
Second
good.
of all, I never said there was the wrong star. And third of all, I asked you if you had a license. If you didn't, we had to go get them because I don't have one on mine.
But you do.
But the sheriff says, Freddie, you have one right there. I says, the truth of the matter is that a cop never pulled me over, and so I never even looked at my
So you got a
license.
gold star. So
I
you
do,
know
I don't have to go.
You do not have to go renew your
I
license.
am official. That's another good piece of good news.
You are officially something, yes.
Officially something.
You are officially something.
So the sheriff says if you get there at 9 o'clock in the morning, you go out for 3.5 hours, go get a sandwich, go see a movie,
Correct.
go do something, then you come back because your wait is going to be at least 4.5 hours. Is that crazy?
He said if they tell you 3.5 hours, go out for 2.5 and then come back and wait for an hour. But apparently the 3.5 hour wait yesterday turned into a 5.5 hour wait yesterday.
It was crazy.
Can you even imagine going to do one thing for 5.5 hours? That's insane. I know, Slick, right? He's just shaking his head. It's just not right. So we go at 4:30. We were out of there.
4:45?
Exactly. We waited 6 minutes in and out, and it was all good. So thank you to Palm Beach County for all of that efficientness.
And the story is, if you go at 4:30, they want to get the hell out of there. They start calling numbers real fast. And we
1,
were
2,
the only
3.
bees. You notice that? There were no other bees.
Well, they stay away from us. You know, you and I walked into a place, we could turn everything upside down. You got your hat, I got my whatever I got.
Yeah, you had a whole circus around you. That's
It's
another.
always nice to
that's
walk
another
in and
show.
bring the circus with you.
That's another show.
But happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday. You saw the news yesterday? You saw what the stock market did?
It rebounded.
It felt like Mighty Mouse coming out of the toilet.
It rebounded nicely, but now everyone's in a panic over coronavirus. But it is not Corona beer, so please let's make that 100% clear because our bartender producer said Corona beer is down at the bar by, would you tell me, 33%, 38%?
38%.
8% of Americans aren't drinking Corona beer because they think it's connected to the coronavirus.
So clearly that is not factual. So go
That
out-
just means more beer for us. Hey, Slick, you drink beer?
Oh no, not at all. I drink
Oh, no, not at all.
tequila
He likes
or
What did I
Like-
tell you
like
about
some
talking
Bacardi.
like that? Oh,
I
no,
mean,
not at all.
I'm just trying to answer the
no?
question very direct.
He's
I'm
very
so sorry.
It's very
It's a
slick.
yes or no answer. Do you drink it
No.
or no? No. What you're the rum and pineapple man.
Rum and pineapple. No.
Isn't that what you
Oh
told me?
yeah, white rum. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
right.
right.
Well, you remember that?
You're right. You're right.
Wake
You
up.
remember
No, we
that. I'm
remember that.
surprised you remember that.
I
though.
remember everything about you. I remember the first time you came into the studio. What color shoes you had on?
What color shoes I had on?
Green.
I don't have green.
Yes,
Oh,
you
okay,
do.
you're right. You're right. I do have green shoes. You're right. Okay.
What is it with this guy?
He is slick. He's got a busy day going on.
He's got a busy
Well, actually,
day.
they're going out on a mini today this morning for a 12 o'clock show.
They are. This is a 12 o'clock show. The Brooklyn Cafe will be on the air, and we are actually going to be sending our crew out.
A crew out to a new sponsor, and then tomorrow they're going to be at Carmen Carousel Rejuvenation Center, and they're very busy. What you looking for?
Where are the tickets?
The tickets are right here in front of you.
Oh. Announcement. The Sun Sentinel and the city of Boca will be taking our feed that we're going to be doing at the March 12th event.
You crack me up.
Why?
Your delivery is hilarious.
Why? I told you. I need an announcement, like a breaking news thing. Breaking news. The city of Boca and Sun Sentinel want to get involved with our feed. They're going to put it on their websites March 12th.
Let's talk about that event.
March
Who
12th?
are we working with at that event? Who is actually
Anybody who wants to
hosting
come.
this event? The event is sponsored by Nostalgic America
Yes,
magazine,
yes.
and we are very fortunate to now be partners with them
Yeah.
on the March 12th event,
Yeah.
which is a B2B. Ever notice how many things that B could stand for? In my mind, that B could be so many Bs instead of business to business.
Okay. Now you put your foot in your mouth. What else can
There
it
are
be?
many Bs, and I don't think I ever quite
what would
realized
you
it was
think
a
is going to
business
be?
to business.
It is. So what else would it be? Bagels to bagels?
Back to back.
Oh, okay. So you're going to go March 12th to the back-to-back concert.
Back. There's so many things that B could be. I always think when my kids were in high school and there were the no Bs were allowed to show when they went to high school. That was the
No
dress code.
bees.
No bees.
What the hell is
Any
that?
body part that started with a B had to be covered as far as the dress
Breasts,
code.
butts, binky.
Anything that started with a B, yes.
A binky.
So
You know what a
B to
binky
B.
is?
A binky would be a pacifier for your
No,
grandson. Is
not
what
in the
that
man's
would be.
world. Not in the man's world.
Seriously?
Oh,
What's
yes.
wrong with you?
Very seriously. And you're the one that brought it up.
No. Really? Anyway, March 12th, we're going to be at Meisner Park Amphitheater with Nostalgic America doing our After Hours Brooklyn Cafe show.
I
It is
want
a
you to read
Thursday
the
night
bottom
at
of that.
4:30.
What does the bottom of that say? Some
Gourmet food trucks.
Some of the sponsors at the March 12 event is going to be the Sun Sentinel. We know that.
They're clearly younger than we are because I need my glasses.
The Greek Authentic Food is going to be there. They have a good humor
I
truck.
need a longer arm.
The good humor truck.
Teddy, what does this say?
The good humor. The good humor truck is going to be there because I recognize the truck.
When your arm isn't long enough to see the fine print at the bottom of the ticket.
It says Captain something.
Captain Lobster.
Captain Lobster's going to be there?
Captain Lobster's going to be there.
Captain Lobster is going to be there. You know Captain Lobster?
Yes.
You do?
The food truck, no. They've got a lot of food trucks. There'll be pizza, Greek,
Hold
Captain
on.
Lobster.
What is this next to Captain Lobster?
You can't see it either.
Naturlic, a
Taste
taste
the-
of the elements.
Elements. What is it?
Naturlic, a taste of the elements.
Now, Turlic is going to be there. What's this one next to that?
Pizzarello.
Pizzarello. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, it's a pizza place.
You been there?
No. I'm
Pizzarello.
excited to.
Hold the anchovies.
Here's the question. How many producers does it take to read the bottom of the ticket
About
under the
27.
age of 30?
Now, hold on. Humana's going to be there. Freeman Elder Law Department.
Heidi
All of them are
Freeman.
going to be there. Heidi Freeman. I know her from back in the day.
Yes.
Abby Del Rey's going to be there. 2020 Vision. You guys are going to be there. Da, da, da. There you go. That's why I put it up. How did you guys get your name, your show on there?
Because they've got a really good executive producer.
2020 Vision. Now, that is our Millennium show that plays Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. How'd you get on there? How'd you get on the ticket?
The muy caliente.
So, you know that means we're going to have to do something with 2020 on the air.
Okay.
Apple Insurance is going to be there because they're the apple of my eye. Now, I want to read something to you. On the ticket, there will be free parking available all around, all surrounding garages.
Correct.
Free parking, so don't pay. No seats are provided. Please bring a beach chair, and you cannot bring a blanket. That is vitally important because Frederico here will bring a blanket.
No blankets, but you may bring your own beach chair.
Come, sit, relax. Yeah, just jump. Well, yeah. Can I tell you, you're going to bring your friend on the set too? You can if you want. You
It's a
got
party.
2 chairs, 3 chairs. You can bring all 3 if you want. Just sit them down. So you can't bring a chair. I mean, bring a chair. You can't bring a blanket. And again, I'm going to be stressing that out because if you bring a blanket, they're going to ask you to fold it up and go get a chair. And then you can't bring food in, of course, or beverage. And what's the last one? Gourmet food trucks and bar will be available. So I gave a lot of these away yesterday. What's the matter?
Your delivery
How
on
do
a
you
ticket is just cracking me
I'm
up.
reading it.
Put your glasses back on.
I can't
Why?
because I took them off. So, and then there's a cover. If you look at the ticket, I was there on the warm-ups. They have this big roof over the entire theater. It is freaking awesome. And we're going to be on the stage left, lit up like a Christmas tree in there. It's going to be the best thing
It's
I've ever
next
seen.
week, actually. It's next Thursday already, this B2B networking event.
Yeah.
Over 2,500 people are going to be there.
Over.
We get to interview all of them.
Every 25.
We get to interview anyone and everyone that's there. We will interview all the sponsors on Brooklyn Cafe after dark from 4:30 until 7, and then at 7 o'clock or 7:30 the concert begins. The tribute band for the Rolling Stones.
Yes. Now, I am working on a surprise. I don't know if I can let it out. Can I say it?
Is it a surprise?
Yeah.
Then no.
Well, it's actually a good thing for us.
Okay.
I'm working with Bruce in Nostalgic America, and I asked Bruce, do you ever have a warm-up singer?
Yes. Have you told this warm-up singer yet?
Yes, she got the 20th.
Okay.
And we are providing some warm-up singers. He needs to hear them, and it has to be orchestrated and everything else. But we may have some of the singers that we have on the cafe actually singing there, warming up for the bands.
We have some of the most incredible singers that get to perform here.
JC's going to be there. Tammy Davis lookalike maybe be there. And maybe I'm thinking about the Cher lookalike girl.
What about Marilyn? She loved you.
No,
Have you ever
I-
washed her forehead, by the way, from
No,
that
I never.
little kiss?
I never.
I know.
You
You
wash
love
my
that?
forehead. It's actually rub off.
But now you now you're washing your hands till they're raw.
Yeah, that's the other thing. This coronavirus thing is killing my hands because I wash my hand every 15 minutes during the commercials. So you ever notice when you go in water, your hands get wrinkled?
Shrinkage.
What?
Shrinkage.
Your hands don't
They
shrink.
get shrivelly. They do. They get all
That's
shriveled
not
up.
shrinkage.
They get the tips.
What kind of dame are you? Shrinkage. Shrinkage is something like everybody in here. You ever notice when you talk that the men sort of like
You guys are all got
they
sick
get a little
minds,
bit, they
all
get a
I
little
can tell you.
Seinfeld.
But no, you
guys.
guys. But why are you washing your hands so much if it's only you?
Because I'm around people.
Well, there's my question. But you're not. If you're in your house,
Hold on. You were around 400 people since you got here. I feel the germs.
I've been around 4.
I feel the germs.
But here's
I gotta
the
go
thing.
wash my hands. And if there was a shower, I go take a shower.
But I've got a question. I need to put this out to the cosmetic industry, actually. You wash your hand, take a shower in the morning, I put on my makeup. Clearly, I'm touching my face and my cosmetics, touching my face. You got to wash your hands again. I've only come into contact with myself.
That's not true.
Who else is in the bathroom
You
with me?
opened the doorknob.
But I wasn't. I
How
was in my
many
bathroom.
people turned that knob? When you use the bathroom, you open the knob. How many people touch that?
A lot of Lysol going on.
How many people sat in that sofa? This virus is liquid transferable.
But most viruses are
All viruses are.
through body fluids.
I just don't want to say this thing like the corona because then everybody says, oh, the exorcist, you're going to die, crucified. I don't want to go through that.
I think they're just putting. I mean, yes, it exists, and we must be prudent. But I think we're putting everyone in a panic.
It is the number one seller of everything in the grocery
It's
store.
a panic. People tell me they think everything's going to shut down. Did you hear the doctor
Everything.
this morning on the news?
Everything's going to shut down.
Manhattan will not shut down.
Everything's going to shut down. I declare, shut everything down.
And what are you going to do?
Stay home.
Really?
Yes.
I couldn't
Let's
do
see
that.
how long you think that's going to last. Stay home. I dare you. Stay home with your dogs, your cats. Don't go out. The government will bring you supplies. At your door. You
Via
keep
drone?
waiting for that. Via drone. Via nothing. Because if you think stupid is what's going to happen.
And again, your politically correct politeness
saying.
is just so overwhelming.
Well, how does
Happy
the market
birthday.
take a dump for 3 days, 4 days, because the whole world's dying? Then yesterday, Superman came out of the toilet. How does that happen?
Superman came out of the toilet?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mighty Mouse, Superman, Batman,
toilet?
Catwoman. Yes, it went 1,300 was
Oh,
the
the
top.
market came out of
Yeah,
and
stock
there you have
market.
it.
You think that's gonna be like long term though?
Well, this is what you and I are going to talk about, and because you're a little bit.
We're going to go to commercial break. Give us a call.
We're going to talk a little bit about
888-565-1470. Yes.
Give us a call, win a ticket or two. People are coming here to pick them up. We don't have many left.
888-565-1470. You can listen to us on WWNN 95.3 FM, 1470 AM 96.9 and 103.9. And of course, live on your iHeartRadio app. All you have to do is download the app and tune into AM 1470 WNN. We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. Whew. And we'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we back. And we drinking Corona beer in celebration of Corona-ness.
We are back at breakfast at the cafe. You know, if traffic weren't so bad, I could actually stop and get some breakfast from one of our sponsors.
No, I want bad traffic because it's drive time. People driving.
They're driving. This segment brought to you by Kids for Kids Ministry. Let's spread a little light. Patty Paget of Kids for Kids Ministry, she is raising money to send back to the orphanage in Haiti to get these children. There are 12 orphans in one home. There are 30 in a school, and they are looking for the simple things in life. Clean water. $1 a day will give them 3 gallons of water that will give all of these children water for a day. $1 a day.
$1 a day. See, there you go, D to D.
$1 a day. There you go, B to B, D to D,
B to B.
$1 a day. So for more information or to give back to this amazing foundation, Kids for Kids Ministry, they also do it all through sustainable farming and planting in Lake Worth. And they have beautiful plants. They have furnished our studio with magnificent trees and plants, table plants. They will bring them, they will service them, and all of that money goes back to this ministry in Haiti. You can contact Patty Paget at 561-876-1710, and that was a spectacular spot you put together, Gene. Every time I listen to it, I cry. I know Freddie says it doesn't take a lot, but yeah, that's
cry
what
all the
happens
time.
when you're 53.
It touched Freddie too, so.
Nice touch,
They
guys.
touch me.
So we're moving in through our morning show. You ready to get rocking and rolling?
Yes, let's get into this.
We've got Al Otto with us with OFS Tax Pros. And here's the beautiful thing, Al. If you know Freddie, everyone has a different name. So the thing is, Freddie tags
you
people
know.
differently.
Oh,
So I
geez.
always have to make sure of who I have next to me. Like, we're out of milk for our coffee machine.
Yes.
Okay.
So I said, we need, it's, you know, you press the buttons and everything comes out. I said, we need the coffee guy. You know what it's listed as?
Milk
The
guy.
milk guy is the name he has in his phone.
And when I call him, is he delivering it to
He's
me?
coming today, the milk guy,
guy.
brought to you
But
by
he
Vienna
likes that.
Coffee.
I call him the milk guy. He says, can you call me the coffee guy? I says, no, Don Pablo is my coffee guy.
Oh, wow.
Don
said
Pablo,
you-
coffee growers and roasters.
That's right. And this show is brought to you by Don Pablo.
I know we got to call them too. Rub it on your meat.
Rub it on your meat. That's his commercial.
That's their meat rub.
That's their meat rub. But I said to him, milk guy, we need milk, and he's coming.
The milk guy.
This is the tax man.
This is tax. I know. I can't even tell you.
The
So
tax
it's Al
man. That's how I
Otto,
have Al's name now. The tax
Tax
man.
man.
tax pros,
I like
and we
it.
are getting right into tax season.
Yes. Well, actually, we're in the middle of tax season.
Yeah, exactly.
right?
I try to.
Not if you always file late.
That's all right. So you can do things like extensions, and you have all the way until October 15th to file your taxes. So you have time. And also, a funny thing that people don't know is, to be honest, like what people don't know is, if you don't owe the IRS, technically you can file your taxes.
Well, I
You
saw
know.
you posted something about that. So basically, if you don't owe money to the IRS, then
Yeah, the trick is when you owe them, now they penalize you for
Owing
filing your
them.
taxes
they
late.
owe you.
But
They're
if
just
they
keeping your
owe
money.
you, yeah, it's like.
Well, let me
it's
tell
like
you
free
some.
loan.
Let me tell you a funny story, because I was married to a woman that once she was in accounting services, and she said, "We don't owe them. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
Until Uncle Sam says, You know
Right.
why you owe us? Because you didn't do this right, and you didn't do this right, and you didn't see this change.
Right.
So I took it out of her hands, and I went to see a guy that I had for 22 years.
Right.
Never had a problem, but I always owe.
Well, the trick is, so you want to make sure you don't owe.
That's the
before
problem.
You, right?
Before you
So
don't file your
Right.
taxes?
So at some point, you have to figure out if you owe or not before you just, not file.
So
your
by no
taxes.
means are we telling you not to file your
Absolutely
taxes. We're
correct.
telling you, yes, you must file
Yes.
your taxes, but yes, there are extensions available to you.
Right, and there are extenuating circumstances that will allow you to file your taxes at a later time.
And you can make payment plans as well.
Absolutely. So if you owe the IRS, obviously they'll work with you. They just want to get their money, so they'll work with you on payment plans. They'll come up with things that are affordable for you, so you can, resolve your debt.
What is OFS Tax Pros, though? Are you an accounting service?
Yes. So generally, our main focus is individual tax preparation. However, we do focus on small to medium business size. So we do have CPAs and accountants that work for us that will help with that process for businesses.
Now the system, the country has changed. When Obama was president, and I did vote for him because I thought the country needed somebody that understood its plight. And he came in, he opened up the doors, he let the money flow so that we can get back on our feet, because we made a lot of mistakes in the early twos, and I was part of that stupidity. And then Trump comes along and changes the whole tax code and everything else. So more people now are doing the side hustle.
Right.
There's more
Right.
businesses being generated now than in the history of this country. Did you know that?
Yes, absolutely.
So what happens is people like you become vital,
Yeah.
because you're going to teach them how to do it the how to do it the right way. And
No,
not
don't
to
say
do,
the wrong
no,
way.
how not to do it the wrong way, but how to
Right.
do it the right way.
Yeah.
And it's really vital that you get this information before you get in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about getting your tax guy in play, because if you wait till after you're in the soup, you know what happens?
Oh, yeah.
You throw money at everything around you.
Yeah.
You don't care. You think, you know what, I'll get back to it later, because you're trying to chase the rabbit.
You've got the pool, the soup, and the rabbit all in one sentence. You have me so confused.
If you open a business,
What's the pool?
the pool is jumping into the business market.
And what's the soup?
It's a problem that you create because you're chasing money in bad areas and you're not investing correctly.
And
Like,
what's the rabbit?
the rabbit is what you do every day. It's the hunt. It's looking for the business. That you, I mean, think about it this way.
Imagine a children's book with you describing
I'm
how
the
to
best.
file your taxes.
I am the
pool, the soup, and the rabbit.
I bring pencils when I read. Imagine if you don't put money away and you're doing the very business that starts out small and then it explodes
Mm-hmm.
on you. Next thing you know, you got a big tax problem. And next thing you know, because you're chasing the rabbit, you spent all that money you made in growth and everything else. What do? You should have your tax man look at you and your ideas first. He's going to tell you, listen, if this scenario happens, this is what you should do. This is what you should do, and this is what you should. And that's the proper way. And I remember having this conversation with Al, which is
course.
one of the
But you
reasons
do
I
personal taxes and small business taxes,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
And you also work with veterans.
Yes. So I'm a veteran, and so I do have an affinity for my vets, right? And what I do is, whatever they need help with in terms of I actually cut them a huge break.
Like, he loves that.
Well, that's the way it
Those
should
are
be.
my people.
Those is
Those
brothers.
are my family.
Brothers and
so
sisters and all.
I like to take care of them. Yeah. But I wanted to touch on your point. When it comes to starting a business, you want to plan. You just don't want to just hop in the
In the
I'm gonna call
pool?
it the pool, right? You just don't want to hop in the pool and jump in with all your clothes. Maybe you want a bathing suit, right? So a bathing suit is being prepared, right?
Yes.
So you go into the market, you find something that you like. Well, first things you want to do is obviously budgeting. That's a huge thing. And you want to kind of know what you want to spend your money on, right? A lot of people don't even know when you start a business. And, some of my older guys who've been with me for a long time, they can attest to this. We used to spend 85% of our budget on things that were inside our business, right? We knew our jobs. We were amazing at it. Do you know what we didn't spend enough money on? Marketing.
Yes.
I was
So-
just talking to someone about that yesterday.
Yeah.
She's been in business for a couple years, and I hadn't seen her. And I said, "How's business?" She said,
Yeah.
"It's not so good right now."
Yeah.
And this is season. And I said, "What about market?" She's a franchise. She said the franchise owners of the whole franchise, they're not helping with marketing. It
Nope.
leaves it to the franchisee.
Yep.
But if business isn't good, then you don't have the money to put into marketing, and then you're chasing the rabbit.
Oh,
Yes.
she likes my
Oh,
analogy.
good one.
Chasing the rabbit, but I'm bummed.
But I'm bummed. Now, I want to also to say is that sometimes we chase the wrong things in business, right? The business is an entity.
Yes.
And I always tell people, your entity has to eat first.
Yep.
I'm not talking about FPL. I'm not talking about your mortgage. I'm not talking about your kids. I'm not even talking about food.
Yep.
Because without the beast, without your business, you got nothing. So your business and your business plan, when you see your accountant, this is something I learned in the day, is it has to come first.
Yes.
This is the man that's going to actually teach you how to do it right or suffer the consequences doing
Oh,
it
yeah.
wrong.
Well, OFS Tax Pros, do they help you set up the business?
Yes. So we actually can set up that entity, literally whatever it is that you need, right? And there's different criteria on how are you going to set your business up. Are you going to be an LLC versus are you going to be an S corp or a C corp, right? Are you going to have a partnership with someone? So there's so many different ways to establish your entity. And that it's just based on the product or the service or whatever it is that you're going to get into, right? You can do things, for example, real estate. Most people, they go into real estate and what do? They get an LLC, right? But it depends on what their long-term goals are. Maybe an LLC is not the best thing to do. Maybe it's having a corporation that owns several different LLCs, and so now you can do not only real estate sales, but now you can do investing and it's all about structuring your business depending on your long-term goal.
And you help people do this?
Yes, we do.
Of course, he's gonna be the.
Well, then
the
he's more than a
foundation.
tax preparation service.
Absolutely.
No.
So-
He's a business guru. You gotta see. You should see your tax man first. Seriously, I'm being very serious about this. There is a guy that I knew one time that he opened up a restaurant, only to find out 6 months later and $250,000 lighter that he didn't like it. It wasn't for him, and he filed incorrectly. I think it was an S corp or something.
Yeah.
Do you know? I know why now. Our numbers are different when we went to the county, because I'm an LLC and you're not.
Correct.
And there's the difference.
Yep.
And you have to know why you're filing. And she asked me, "Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you this? Are you an LL? Are you?" She asked me, and I was sitting there saying, "Why?" And now it comes to
Yeah.
light. You have to know what you're filing.
Interesting. I didn't know. My attorney set it up. They said, "Is this?" My attorney, my accountant. I said, "This is what we're doing," and they said, "This is what you need. This is what you don't do. This is
Well,
why
he
you need
should
that."
be in touch with your attorney. Your
Absolutely.
attorney and your accountant.
Yes,
I used
they
to
should be
take
in
them in
sync.
New York. I used to take them to dinner once a month together to all be on the same page.
It's because you're smarter than most people.
Well, I just suffered more than most people. I had a lot of businesses, and I did them wrong. Al. I did them wrong. I'm telling you, I lost a lot of money because I didn't set up the structure correctly. Now, it's a different animal.
There's a lot of information that's available to people now. And one thing I've noticed is you mentioned something about more people starting more businesses,
Oh, yes.
right?
Oh, yes.
What I've noticed is it's a huge growth.
Oh, absolutely.
The beginning of the season this year for me were mostly individuals who had businesses. And this is how people got wiser. They understood that, hey, if I start a business, and even if I work a 9 to 5 and I get a W-2, what they realize is that if they start a business, now they have the ability to start writing off expenses. What they learned that most people weren't aware of before was, hey, if I have a W-2, I can't write off any expenses. And so my taxable income will always remain what's on my W-2.
That's right.
Other than like your standard deductions. But if I have a business and I allocate funds to that business and maybe I make a little money, well, now I can write off all my losses. And now that lowers your taxable income on your W-2 because that money goes down. And so now you get back more of a refund.
That's right.
People are getting smarter day by day. And if they go to the right people, generally, these are things that they'll plan for the
Side
process.
And
hustle,
home-based
baby.
businesses as well, right? There's a lot
Absolutely.
of side hustle businesses
Side
that are
hustles.
from your home.
Now-
There are some deductions that you can use if you have a home office.
Correct. So you can write off so most people think, hey, if I work from home, I can just write off my house and my utilities.
can't do that.
No, it's absolutely false. You can only write off the portion of your home that you work from.
And it
So
should
that
be,
desk, that chair that you
it
sit
should be
in.
30% or less. If you go in, you're hitting the red zone, you go to 30, maybe 10%.
So this little area, this 2x2
Yeah.
area, that can be
You
written
can.
off, but
You
the rest
can.
of your
But
3,000
have to
square
be
foot
able-
cannot.
Right, but you have to be able to. If they say, "Okay, prove it to me," you have to be able to prove it. So it's it's a give and take.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to touch. We were in the political era, right? The Democrats up there screaming at one another. He's a billionaire with a B. He's a millionaire with an M. And then they say, "Well, why is it that a company like Amazon doesn't pay any taxes?" Why? Because they know what they're doing. Listen, the bottom line is. You can learn to know what you're doing and take home more money.
But there's
if you
two
know,
sides to that
no, hold on.
conversation.
No, because I see Bernie Sanders gets on the wrong plane because he's an idiot. But anyway, he gets on the wrong plane. He owns a plane that he didn't pay for because you got to look at the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
But
The
there are
game,
people that can't afford to be in the game
that
at that
isn't
level.
true.
That's
It
not
is
true.
not true.
That is not true at all.
Man, are we going to commercial?
agree.
Because I got to go hyperventilate.
Why is
It's
that?
not
Why
true.
is that not true, Al?
Okay, so, all right, so Bernie Sanders, right? I don't know much about the story, but I'm going to elaborate on what I assume is what you're alluding to. Bernie Sanders has a plane, but he doesn't technically own that plane.
Correct.
Who owns that plane? His company does,
That's right.
right? But he has control of that plane.
He tells it where to go.
Correct. So now you're saying most people can't do that. Okay, that's not really true, right? Everyone has a car. Why can't you have a company? Your company owns the car, get all the write-offs for the car, but I, as the individual, control the car.
That's
Make
right.
it move.
So can I have a plane?
Sure.
I'm in.
If you
You can afford
if you raise
My dream.
if you raise enough money, if you walk around the country and says I want to be Madam President, all kidding aside, and a million people say, you know what, we sort of like you, we're going to give you X amount of money, and you raise $40 million, you're on your way to that plane if that's what you want. Now, I would be uncomfortable telling the world I want to give free Medicare to everybody, free this, free that. I don't know where the hell he's going to get the money to do it, but let me get in my plane. I have a problem with that. But it doesn't mean you can't. In business, you'll be surprised at what you can. Don't look at what you can't.
It's that fear.
It's always the fear. But
Always
always
the fear.
jump on the tax guy and your
attorney.
accountant and your attorney. Let them, and they will tell you. And there's a new player now, your investment firm, because if you see what's going on in the market, you want to have an investment house that's going to be talking to your two pros, and you're going to be taking your profits and putting it at the best possible position for yourself.
All right, you're giving me a stomachache. Let's go to commercial break. Give us a call, 888-565-1470 for any questions you have for Al Otto. And we're going to meet your friend Desmond over here. We've got marketing on the other side of the studio.
We got guys all over the
Say hi to Richard, who's at WWNN. And again, thank you to Jody, Madam President at WWNN. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great, outstanding? Hi, my name is Ann Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's Amp2 TV. the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds, with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
Stand by.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
I got a shout out.
Give us a shout out to.
I got a shout out to Steve-O from New York Sound.
Steve-O from New York Sound.
Hope everything in the family is good, brother. Give me a call. Let me know how your wife is doing. But, you know, we love you.
We're missing you, Steve-O, so come on out. Come on over. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. Yes, I'm sorry. I renamed you Dexter. We have Dexter here in Al Otto.
What'd you call him before?
Desmond. I got the D.
Desmond.
Dexter.
Dexter. So what's his real name?
Dexter.
The D-man.
Dexter.
D-Train.
D2D.
D-Train. You know, I grew up with a guy, we used to call him D-Train. He was 6'8". We used to call him the D-Train. You know why?
Why?
Because the D line goes all the way from the Bronx down to Brooklyn. It's a long line on the train, so we used to call him Lena because he was so tall.
We've got Dexter with us. We've got Al Otto. Dexter, are you
She's not
with
impressed. You never
OFS
noticed?
Tax Pros also? I know, we've gone like a time crunch here.
Actually affiliated with OFS Tax Pros. We are Forever Good Credit. We focus on repairing your credit and also financial literacy. It's just a big part of it. A lot of people don't know why their credit scores reflect a certain way. So we're just big into getting them into our system and showing them how to dispute the inaccurate charges. And then after we do that process, we go into educating them on getting credit cards to build their credit and just getting them on the right path.
Here's the interesting thing. We started our new studio in November. So with that comes a lot of business expenses that we did not anticipate. So of course, there's lots of credit cards that offer you all kinds of deals.
Now, I just want you to know, I am not aware of this.
And every
but
time
okay.
I opened one, he says to me, don't do it. Well, Home
I
Depot
said-
was number one because we needed a lot. We needed things, so they gave me a year to pay off
Don't
things.
do it.
Did Home Depot.
Can I make a suggestion?
Second one was Amazon, 5% back, so you get points, right? All good. All
Or
good at the
paying
end of the day.
28% interest.
But we're paying it off and everything's going well. Then I get an email from one of the credit card companies that says to me, your credit score has changed. So what do? I go, "Ugh," and I panic. I don't even tell you this story happens, right? So for a week, I don't open the email because I'm afraid to look at it. First, I think in my brain, it's a scam. Then I think, all right, maybe it's a good thing. I have to look at it because then my car insurance went up. So now in my mind, I've linked.
You got too much weight.
So I've linked in my brain this mountain of Home Depot, Amazon, my email, and my car insurance going up, right? Panic sets in because only I can panic better than anybody. And you know what happens? I click on it, my credit score went down 10 points.
That's a lot.
10 points? No, it was, my credit score is still good.
Yeah.
But 10 points, so all of that panic and not opening the email for 10 points made absolutely no difference. My car insurance went up because that was just the price of doing business for car insurance. One thing had nothing to do with the others, but it was this panic and going, you know what, I just had to do it. Yeah. Do you see that a lot, Dexter?
What I'll do is I'll drop in on Dexter, so I'm going to help him out with this.
Okay.
So obviously I own that company as well.
Oh, okay.
And that company was created to help my taxpayers who, when they got a refund, they would go and try to get a car, but it's tax season. They're gonna get high interest, so we want to increase their credit score so they can purchase cars and have 0% interest, maybe a lower interest rate, so they can live a better quality of life, right? But I want to touch on your point, right? Because I thought that was really interesting.
The voice of reason,
right? So
Freddie's dying. He's under the table over here.
So that point drop could be a couple of things. One, it could be an inquiry that you got, or a couple of inquiries, because every time you get a new one, obviously they're trying to find out, do you qualify, right? So there's hard inquiries that they'll do. Another thing is your spending habits on your cards. So there's one rule that I always live by, right? We've heard in life the 80-20 rule, right? Apply it to your credit card. Never use more than 20% of your credit card balance. That will get you into the 800 number. Versus, most professionals who are in the credit industry will tell you, hey, don't use more than 30%. But if you really want to be optimal, you really want to be below 20%. So if you have a credit card for $10,000, at any given time, your outstanding balance could never be more than $2,000.
The interesting thing is you can go to all these furniture places. I did that over the summer also, right, to buy a new couch. And you are approved for. You're thinking, what are they even basing this on? All you do is you tell them what you make. They don't look at anything. I own my own business. I don't give them my tax return at these furniture stores. Well, you are now approved for this, and you can furnish your whole house. And you've got this. I thought things got tightened up.
It is.
Well, this doesn't seem very tight to me.
The problem is that psychologically,
they're giving me all this money.
They're going to give you the keys to the candy store.
They have.
But the thing is, you're supposed to say no.
Well, people don't do that.
I used to be in the mortgage business, and I learned how to manipulate credit until it was $500,000 over my head, and I had to declare. I couldn't pay it. Yeah. And what happens, I used to walk around with 72 credit cards. Oof. 72, because they say, oh, it's
a heavy wallet.
I had a super wallet. But one day I put them all out and I said to myself, have you lost your mind? And this is what happens, because when you turn around, 2 will turn to 10, turn to 20.
I played that game in college. I remember sending all my credit card bills to my dad.
But
and one day he says to me,
you're crazy.
He says, I know what you're doing. I said, how do you know, Dad? He said, because I open all of the mail. He said, so if you put some on this card and some on this card, do you not think I realize what it is? Yeah, that was back in the 80s.
So your accountant will say to you, because my accountant says, bring me the cards. He took the cards away from me. He started cutting them. He says, are you insane? So they built a fund to start paying them. And I still owed $500,000. Can you imagine what I must have owned in credit?
But are you supposed to cut your cards up? Don't they say something like you're not supposed to close them?
Well, but he wasn't closing.
I wasn't closing them.
Not using
them.
So to prevent him from using it.
I bought a truck. I needed a truck because it was snowing 15 feet of snow, and I needed to put a snow blower that they gave me for Christmas. Yeah. So I bought a truck. I gave a card, a black, I don't know what it was, card,
Amex.
And whatever, and I walked out with a card. With a car. I mean, you just walked out. No credit. No. There's Mr. Santori, yes. Do you want new rugs? This is my life. I had an 8-something credit score.
Better than the milk crate, yeah.
Better than that's how I grew up. But it gets you in trouble because then you think you're bigger than the game. You don't listen to the pros around you. You think you know it all because you built the empire. Well, how the hell do you think you built the empire? Because you had good people around you. So if you're looking to get into a business, I'm telling you, do it. Come on out and do it, but talk to the pros.
You will help from the inception of an idea.
Absolutely.
That's where you start.
Absolutely.
Well, how
At
do
the
people
beginning.
find you?
So you can reach us online at www.ofstaxpros.com. You can also call us at the office at 754-223-4144. You can also download our mobile app, which is on iTunes and the App Store. And that's an easy way you can contact us. You can find our locations. You can even submit your tax return online without even speaking to anyone.
How many
And a professional
locations
will
do you
get back
have?
into- Right now we're at 10.
10?
Yes.
Where are they? Wow.
All from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale.
So you're everywhere. So anyone can, anywhere on the East Coast of Florida, pretty much.
Right. Well, actually, we're on the southernmost part of Florida, right? But we do tax preparation for every state.
And
so
if
we
people
don't
aren't
need
near
a
you?
client to
Every
be
state?
here. That's correct.
So you can work with people outside of the
Yes,
area.
absolutely.
Definitely.
They can just reach out to you.
And all we do is they actually just submit their docs online. A tax professional calls them, verifies their identity, and then we process
Hey,
their
let me
tax
ask you about
returns
this
for them.
online submission thing.
Sure.
I have a problem with this.
Here we go.
I've got a file that's got to be 3 inches thick. How am I going to put all of this online?
No, you're one of our mailing clients.
Okay, that's what I do with my accountant because they give me these portal things and I go, listen, way too many things to scan and portal over to you. I just FedEx, because that's the thing.
Yes, you can do that, or if you're really savvy, you can do something like Dropbox would work. However, if you have, I'm gonna use this illustration. If you have
A legal-sized box of
right,
receipts?
a legal-sized box of receipts,
Al, but
then
let me ask
probably
you.
best to go in office.
You can cut the year into 4 quarters, right? So she
Yes.
could drop off paperwork 4 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. At
Yes.
the end of the year, you dropped it off. You do it every 3 months. That stack. You put 3 months, 3 months, 3 months in an envelope, and you drop off the
That gives
envelope.
me a
Well,
stomachache.
technically, when we talk about dropping stuff off, it's probably the worst way you could ever do it. Easiest way to do it, pay your taxes quarterly, right? So you reconcile
Even estimated?
everything quarterly, and you
Yeah.
pay your taxes quarterly. At the end of the year, it's super easy.
In new business, I know we only have a minute. There are write-offs for starting new business as well.
Absolutely, because now you can claim your losses for starting that business.
All
Do
right.
you give information on grants and stuff for new businesses?
I do
or-
not, but I love the idea. I think
We
I'm gonna
have
look into it.
somebody. We have somebody I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Contact Al, OFS Tax Pros. Number is,
754-223-4144.
and more to come with Dexter and credit repair. I think that's another hot topic that we need to talk
It is
about as
another-
well.
It is. I'm gonna tell you something. Get your groove on. Side hustle. More companies have been formed in the last 4 years in the history of this country. Do it right.
Invest in yourself.
That's
Marketing is key, but you have to invest in yourself. And all of us here at Brooklyn Cafe Show and production companies, WWNN, we are here to help you elevate your business, marketing, radio commercials. Just let one of us know, and we'll be more than happy to do what we can
Did
to
I
help your
tell you
business.
the latest? At the radio station, they're going to be the only television radio station in South Florida. Same thing we do here, we're
Congratulations.
going to be doing over there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
And join us on March 12th. We're going to be at Meister Park Amphitheater for Brooklyn Cafe Show After Hours. So more on that coming up. You can get tickets. You can give us a call at the radio station or send us a message on Facebook. Ready to rock and roll?
If you can't find us, I get your C9 door.
Have a great day, everyone. Be safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Morning drive time.
And as always, don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun